6 o'clock. Mr. Muffin's Trains. Hello, Paul. Hello, Train Man. Hello, Lee French. On early. I was on maybe 1 minute early, not very early. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my. It's been really crazy busy around here. Oh my gosh. So what are we going on? So obviously the first of the Lionel Vision Line triplexes arrived. We got our 2 custom runs, Erie without the white walls, and the U.S. Army Dwight D. Eisenhower's number 1944. And they are outstanding. And I got them on the layout today. I shot a video about an hour ago. Just showed one of them running a little bit. I got all kinds of noise because I didn't use the rear smokestack, and I didn't do the whistle steam, and I didn't make the rear wheels spin like they do. And well, I'm sorry, I was in a hurry. Okay, so next time I run it, I'll do that. Do all those accessory things. Cool. And then we got the ES44s from Lionel. There's the heritage units, powered unit and a dummy for each road number. And then there's the non-heritage units. And for those, there's 2 powered, 2 road numbers, and a super bass, right? The super bass is the one that's got light, smoke, and sound, right? And no motor. So those came in, and we're working on that. Got a big shipment in from Katie Couplers. I don't know what all was in there. A bunch of stuff came in from Atlas. I think the rest of the SD70s and SD35s, I think, or 45s. I can't remember. And some more rolling stock. So that's going on. And Liz and I went and visited a hobby shop in Missouri that is closing overtime anyway this week. And we acquired 54 steam engines, MTH Premier steam engines, brand new in the box, most of which I have been sold out for quite a while. And so I'm really, really excited about that. So we went over there, Liz and I went over there to meet them and pick that up, and some diesels and so forth. And we're going to make some more trips to help them as they're migrating to retirement. Let's see, Rocky at Dixie Union Station in Cincinnati, Mason, Ohio, has some of the U-25Bs left in the GE demonstrator scheme, and Easy Catch is all out. So I ordered one of those today. So if you're thinking about one of those, you want to get on the phone and call Dixie Union Station, Mason, Ohio. He doesn't have them on his website, but he knows he's got a few left. And then my friends at Berwyn Hobby up near Chicago, Berwyn, Illinois, they have some of the Rock Island U-25Bs left, and I got one of those this week. So those are pretty exciting. MTH put out their schedule of what ships between now and the end of the year. I mean, end of September. Just real quick, I thought I'd go to there. So the daylight passenger sets are coming. 4-car, 2-car, 2 cars, right? One with a baggage coach and one with a sleeper diner. And then the Vista Dome and an RPO. So those are on the way. We should get those here in the next couple weeks. And then the ribbed-sided Santa Fe cars, which will go with the Alco PAs that aren't here yet. Again, 4-car set with a dome, a sleeper diner, baggage coach, and a Vista Dome, and an RPO. And then SD70s in Rail King, right? They're slightly shorter, you remember, right, than the Premier. In Norfolk Southern, CSX, Kansas City Southern, BNSF, Union Pacific, the Halloween one, which we're waiting for, and the Christmas one, the North Pole, and the Metra. These are my custom runs. Those will be here. And Grand Trunk, Susquehanna, a pair of those. 3 of those, looks like 4 of those. That's probably a custom run being done by Pat or somebody like that. And the Trump one, the Canadian Pacific, Cancer Awareness. Got some bump and go trolleys. The 3-car Husky stacks are coming. And Rail King, a bunch of those. Let's see. And then all the Halloween and Christmas box cars, rolling stock, gondolas, all that stuff is in there. Some cabooses, Christmas North Pole caboose, operating action cars, including Halloween, and then some buildings. They're doing a Halloween building, Elf Expressions, Wally's Belvedere, Rip Van Winkle mattress, Air Force One 2-story, and then I'm doing Mr. Muffin's Trains right down here somewhere. Duncan Skyline Chili, that Rocky's doing that at Dixie Union Station. Skyline Chili, famous restaurant from Cincinnati. We've got one here in town. I eat there about once a week. And then I'm doing a Mr. Muffin's Trains building with a white front like I really have and red brick. And then that's a Halloween F3 in G scale. So those are coming from MTH here very shortly. Another big shipment coming from Lionel this week, and I forgot what all's in it. I know the GP9s. I'm not sure what else. A lot of rolling stock, a lot of freight sets. Those are coming along. Obviously, the rest of the triplexes will be here this week, and the rest of ES44s. And so anyway, we got a lot of stuff coming. So it's crazy time of year, right? I've got a really beautiful, I'm going to get pictures of it probably tomorrow. I've got a beautiful Lionel Lion Chief Halloween set that ought to be very popular. I'm going to try to put pictures of that up for people to see. So let's see. Keeler is on here, short line. Hey, buddy. He's doing a lot of great stuff for us, making bridges. And I'm going to show you my newsletter. I'm going to show his new switch. He's doing a switch on the elevated line, 036 or 035, left or right. And that would give you a chance to switch off the elevated line. And I always wanted to do that for industries like retail coal establishment would be good for that. There's a lot of things like that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the mountains. So the M1s are here, right? I got them all on the track right here behind me. I'm going to keep 2 of them to run on the layout, and I just haven't decided what 2 I'm going to keep. I got to decide that pretty soon. But I'm probably going to keep that Pennsylvania passenger one, and then one of the ones with the big monster tenders, I think. You know, Aaron says, good. Glad you're going to buy one. I've only got, on the Army, I've got 14 left as of today. Aaron says he just got his. Good. I did something to the frame here that's keeping me from being able to get to the comments easily. I think I fixed it. Yeah, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Don't forget to do that. I think I'm going to run the layout on the one of the triplexes at least on the layout tomorrow. I think I'm going to take that Chicago South Shore off and have the Eisenhower pull in the military train. And I've got a billion Erie hopper cars, and so it would be nice to get the Erie one going too. Maybe I'll get them both going. What I need to do is put my base 3 on the big layout, and then to make it a little easier. I was running them today on the east side layout's 100 feet long, but it's only like 16, 20 feet wide. It's not very big. And that's where I was running the triplexes this afternoon. Hello, Mr. Seiden. My friend, Mr. Seiden's on here today. Hello. Hello, Devin's on here. Right? Hey, right. Yeah, the mountains are here. And then shortly from MTH, we'll get the Berkshires, not the Berkshires that were in the last catalog, but the Berkshires that were from 2022. We've never got, including my Boston and Albany. And those will be here in the next couple of weeks. So I'm looking forward to those. We're making a custom caboose to match that, and passenger cars, to match that Boston and Albany. And we're making an Erie custom caboose to match the triplex, and I'll stick it in this newsletter that's coming up this weekend. Good. Tim got his triplex. Good. You got your Army one. Good. Wasn't it unbelievable? I mean, that paint scheme and all the details and the 1944 on the sand dome. I mean, I got it out of the box and I had to clutch my chest. It was way cooler than I thought it would be. And I am so friggin' glad that we got to do that and Lionel made that for us. and that so many of you guys supported the project. I mean, I think we made 66 of them. Minimum order quantity is 40. So we were 26 over the minimum order quantity. That's pretty exciting. I did get the artwork for the Lehigh Valley mountain. No, not mountain. You know what I mean. The Lehigh Valley in the last catalog. That artwork came, and I don't know if I have it on this computer. I might. Let me look. Let's do Mr. Muffin custom runs. No, I don't have it on here. So my apologies. I can't show it to you, but it'll be in the newsletter that goes out this weekend. Get a chance to see it. That Lehigh Valley. Is it a mountain? What is that stupid big steam engine? I think it's a mountain, right? Yeah. I think that's right. I don't have a Lionel catalog here to look. I'm just having an old senior moment for a minute. You know, the good thing about old age is it doesn't last very long. Just thought I'd mention that. So any other questions for me? I'm going to try to run I'm going to run that tomorrow. Lots coming in, lots to look forward to. Absolutely. The A1s will be here in a couple weeks. And mine will ship first, so that'll be soup. Super, super good. Jeff says, hey, what does a super bass do? So, which, you know, those of us that are fishermen think of it as a super bass, which Lionel laughs at me about. So what the super bass does, it's a dummy unit that has smoke, lights, and sound. So it's just like a regular engine, except they took the motors out of it. So it's a little bit cheaper, $100 or so cheaper. And the sound is just incredible. So if you run a super bass with a regular engine, so you've got both engines producing sound, it's really, really good. I've been running them with my F7 sets with the super bass. I really like it. And I know I'm asked a lot about the F19. You found out. Okay. They forgot to decorate the air pumps and ship them out anyways. No kidding. So does that mean they put them on and they didn't paint them, Robert? Is that what they're saying? And, you know, I was looking at the picture in your tag there. They forgot to decorate the air pumps. So, I mean, I could have painted the air pump. I mean, yeah. Well, it was decoration, and it did it to all of them, right? It's not Halloween and everything. So, yeah, that's disappointing. Thank you for letting us know. I've not heard, nobody's answered my question about the air pumps. So, about what was wrong with the F-19s. Looking forward to getting them back. Good. All right. Yeah, just paint, Robert says. So, what else do we know? Any other questions for me tonight? I just shot pictures of Keeler's bridges a minute ago. Products. Sedgwick. Let's see if I can bring those up. That would be pretty cool. Oh, here we go. Let's see if I can find that. Finding everything else but. Try elevated girder. There we go. All right, so the switches. Here, take a look at this. This is pretty cool. So he made these, and we're doing them in 036 and 045 because you're going to want small curves up on an elevated line, right? So let me go over here. Oops, hit the wrong button. We're going to go over here to share screen left. Here we go. So there's that. That's what the bridge looks like, right? So this is custom designed to match an Atlas switch. That's an 045, I think. And so we're doing 045 left, 045 right, 036 left, and 036 right. And look at the little walkway on there. You can put your barrels on there in case of a fire, right? I really love that little, and of course that's where the switch machine would sit on your switch, so it's not hanging out in the air. So anyway, he's making these, and we're adding them to the elevated track system with the straights and the curves and the risers. And he's also designing a double track riser. So you got a riser they can take two girders, again organized for Atlas track to do your elevated line. So these are just outstanding. And so I've got those. I just added them to the website today, and I'm going to put them in the newsletter this weekend. You guys can take a look at those. And I'm going to have him make some for me. I've got an area over here. I think I'm going to be able to put those in. So I did hear that, Robert. He says the H7s are on the way. They were not on the On the Water report, but I'm happy to hear that they're coming. I would think the Rail King North Pole PAs would be here very shortly. He's trying really, really hard to get all the Christmas stuff in here. He tried to by the end of September. Might work its way into early October, but they're getting it done. So hello, Matt. Welcome, buddy. Good to see you. Thank you. This is the time of year when, if things are shipping, I mean, the stuff from the early year catalog, some of the steam engines from last summer's catalog, layout catalog. Oh yeah, MTH announced they're going to make the Fairbanks Morris Erie builds, and they only made those once before, a long, long time ago. And they're going to make the Erie builds in New York Central, Milwaukee Road, Union Pacific, Kansas City Southern, Santa Fe in the War Bonnet. Yeah, right. And then I'm going to do a pair in the passenger scheme New York Central, which is the gray with the lightning stripe instead of the black. Yeah. So here's Robert asking me that very question. Yeah, we're going to do that. Yeah. Well, I've been thinking about doing that Milwaukee in the maroon and orange. I'm just afraid I wouldn't get enough orders because they're doing the Hiawatha, which is probably the more popular of the paint schemes. But I'd like to do it. I mean, maybe he'll let me. I don't know if I've got enough courage to do it. I don't know how many sets I'd have to make, but I'd like to do it. But we're definitely going to do the New York Central in the gray with the lightning stripe. And I think Atlas did those originally more than 10 years ago, and they did a couple road numbers in the passenger scheme. And of course, they're made in HO, so we got plenty of things to look at. So you think I ought to do the maroon and orange? I ought to just, not be afraid and see if I can sell 20 sets of those. I sure would like to have them myself, to be honest. So I don't know. I mean, they're all working on that stuff. So I think you'll see some announcements before long. I mean, they're obviously aware of it. They're on top of it. Lionel's working on the Volume 1 catalog for 2025 right now, which is why the artwork for some of my stuff's slow to come. I think we'll see him. Pretty soon. Atlas will have more announcements in October. MTH is working on stuff for 25. Think it can happen. Yeah, it's a weekly conversation on that. I mean, I'd like to see the Western Maryland M2 Challenger for sure. I'd like to see the A1 Burke, New York Central, Pittsburgh and Lake Erie A1 Burke. I'd like to see the Pennsylvania T1 again. It's been a while since we've had that. But so I keep pushing. They don't really like to do things that you can't add custom runs to. So I'm really happy they did the Erie builds, even though we're going to cover, I think the only road name we don't have included is Chicago Northwestern right now. Could happen. Yeah, that would be, Yeah, I've got pictures of it. It's never been done. No, you're right. Maybe we'll get to do it. I mean, he normally lets me do two. So the question is, should I do Chicago Northwestern or should I do the Milwaukee and the Orange? We got to decide, right? Yeah, the new DCS system's on the water. Supposed to be here in October. Mike Wolf is coming to our place on November 23rd. It's going to demonstrate it here. So he's already scheduled. So that tells you, not far away. They'll be here. That'd be good. Yeah. Thank you. So any other questions for me? I know I'm just blabbing up at Storm here. In line of going to make Lion Tail Chief Texas Special Dummy A. They have not canceled it. Did they already catalog it? Assuming they cataloged it, and yeah, they haven't canceled it. That's for sure. I'd be aware of it if they did. I'm gonna fix my picture here. I moved my logo a little bit and got my picture a little out of Caliwampus. There's a button I can hit that'll lock it down so I can't screw it up. Well, I would love to see these PS1 boxcar sets. They are on the way. I should get them in the next couple weeks. So that'd be great. But they're not here yet. I would love to show them to you. So there's not going to be a new handheld. No. You can use the app. I run it on an iPad or on an iPhone. If you've got an old handheld, you can put it on a cable cord and connect it to the new one. It won't work wirelessly with the new TIU because they use that board inside for the Wi-Fi unit, so there's no room for that. So if you do have a remote and you like the remote, you can get a handset cord. You can buy them on Amazon for nothing, and plug that into the handset, and then plug that into the TIU, and it'll operate. And the layout on the east side, that's how I run it. I've got a remote over there that's tethered, so I don't get it confused with all the other TIUs on the big layout. Yep, I think we're going to see that before the end of the year. I think we'll see some of the Atlas passenger cars in October. They haven't told me that, but that's how it's looking. I think we'll see that. So yeah, I should get my Monon RPOs finally. I think they finally gave me the green light for that in March. So getting them by the end of the year would make sense. It's like Digitrax. I don't know Digitrax. So the remote would be, the remote would plug into the TIU I assume Digitrax has got a remote on a cable, doesn't it? Isn't that how it works? I think it does. Been a long time since I've fooled around with HO stuff. I got to get on that. The GP9s should be here very soon. So they're in the next wave from Lionel. So probably may not make it by the end of the month, but early October, we should see those. And that'll be great. And we're looking forward. I think we'll get a big pile of O-gauge announcements from Atlas in October. Have that to look forward to. This last catalog they put out was a surprise. I wasn't expecting that. That's pretty cool. I have not heard anything from Atlas on the 280s. I don't know nothing new on those. I've got people still pre-ordering them, so there must be some dialogue going on out in the marketplace about them because I've got people ordering them. So that should be good. What else do I know? We're working here, getting ready for our train show in October 25th and 26th. Liz and I will be at York the week before that. We'll be in our normal booth, and we'll be videotaping some of the artisans that are there like we do. That'll be fun. We're building another nerd center. We have the nerd center here where I'm at. This is the main nerd center. And we're building an ancillary nerd center in my workshop. I don't know what we're going to call it, but that'll give Liz room to do demonstrations and assemblies and all that stuff. So, JR Junction is, yep, they are. So anything else? Let's see. For me, I've got my camera set up to where it's following me now. This is the new thing in cameras. I don't know how it does that, but it does it. Glow in the dark arc said. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. We had a guy call the other day, wanted me to weather one of the Lionel glow in the dark engines, which I think would affect its glow in the dark capability. We didn't think that was a good idea. Probably not a good idea. Well, anything else for me, you guys? We're going to be running trains here tomorrow at 2 o'clock, of course. I've been doing a live broadcast on TikTok at 2:30 just to get them involved. And we've got our auctions running. There's a lot of items on there that are brand new in the box. Came from a collection in Washington, D.C. Nerdette Center. That's what we should call it, Joe. I'll tell her that. And so these auctions are going to end tomorrow at noon. And there's a lot of Atlas, a lot of MTH on there. And then I've got a whole truck full of more stuff to show in the next auction for October. So we'll be getting that stuff out. Yeah, the Army triplex is out. We've been shipping them. I'm down to 14 left, I think. I don't know anything about no bugs. I haven't heard anything about bugs. 700 EB, interesting. Maybe. What else? I have not seen a G-Gauge Markland Big Boy. You just got one. Was it beautiful? Sounds like it was. Well, good for you. No, I'm not following the G-Gauge stuff as much as I should. There could be some more Indiana Railroad coming. Stay tuned on that. We've got a lot. I'm doing Indiana Railroad hopper cars with RMT, and everyone's got a unique road number, so you can have as many as you want. But I think I think you'll see some more Indiana Railroad in 25. All right. You have a 1/2 pay to call tomorrow. Pay for okay, good. Let's do that. We want to get it. If you've got a pre-order for a Army triplex, we got to get it out of here because when you get down to a handful left, it gets nervous. You don't want them all to be gone. Yeah, no, that's fine. Those GP9s are in the next wave from Lionel. Yeah, we'll see that soon. Yeah, thank you, Wayne. Yeah, it came out so good. I mean, it might be my favorite custom run ever. They could make the turbine again. Yeah, we'll ask them. That's another one that's not very helpful for custom runs, right? So, all right. Let's see. YouTube says I don't have permission to view my page. I think I do, actually. I think they're wrong, but yeah, we're live right now. Yep. You got 118 people on here from YouTube. Thank you, guys. I don't know what's on Facebook. I'll have to look. Okay, so don't forget to follow us, please. Subscribe. Punch all the buttons. Whatever they've got down there, let's do that. And that way you'll be with us as we announce new stuff. We did 2 videos today. We did one on the new triplexes that came in from Lionel, the Vision Line triplexes. And we did another one on the new Lionel Legacy ES44s. Thank you for the information on the F-19s. I really appreciate that. So how could they put those on there and not paint them? I mean, the picture is kind of obvious. I don't think they would have left it off the diagram, but stuff happens, right? Well, let's see. 6:29. I'm getting near the end here, you guys. I'm rattling on here. I'll turn my music back on. Any last minute questions? Happy to take them.